Hello ladies and gents, and welcome once again to the Stewart Reed Show. This is episode 7. We've got 7 weeks under our belt, and to be honest, I'm pleased with myself for keeping something up for this long. I want to welcome you all and thank you all for listening once again. We've got a jam-packed show today. We have 8 of the hottest acts you didn't know you needed in your life. This week we welcome Eleventy Seven with their pop rock explosion straight from the USA's Carolinas. The brand new single from Essex-based punk trio False Heads. Alternative pop sensation Luna Pines are welcome to the show. North London's Kally brings her blend of pop and jazz to the show. Detroit's No Alarms show off their new single Right Is What's Left. Valparaiso's Stop.Drop.Rewind introduce us to their progressive power pop expertise. And Dutch punks, the Sunobavers from No Affiliation Records are finally on the show. And finally, we bring you the industrial steam goth slaughterhouse steampunk blues band, the Wttingers, from Plymouth and Exeter. So hold on to your seats, it's gonna get bumpy. We kick off today's show with Stop.Drop.Rewind, and if you like Motion City soundtrack, we bring you their single, Main and Lincoln. Here we go.
Day drunk, that's what I'll be. If you walk away, walk away from me. Red face, my legs filled with jelly up to my knees. That's how I'll stay, let cement set around my feet. Eyes glazed, sugar on my teeth. You're blowing away, I'm swinging from tree to tree. Please wait, if you weren't you, I could not be me. That's what I'd say, but nobody's listening. And you just sit there glaring at me, and my face all dull and happy, 'cause there's nothing you can say to me no more. And as the wind picks up, I wonder at this rain cloud that I'm under. You're the lightning, I'm the thunder, let it storm. Face all dull and happy, 'cause there's nothing you can say to me no more. And as the wind picks up, I wonder at this rain cloud that I'm under. You're the lightning, I'm the thunder, let it storm. Drunk, that's what I'll be. If you walk away from me.
That, ladies and gents, was Stop.Drop.Rewind with their single Main and Lincoln. Once again, I absolutely love that. That was amazing. It reminds me a little bit of Millencolin, Motion City soundtrack. You take what you want from this show, but that's the feeling I got from that band. Absolutely amazing. So, from Valparaiso, Indiana, Stop.Drop.Rewind with their single Main and Lincoln. Having formed in 2008, the band have toured 12 states and opened for bands such as The Misfits, Secondhand Serenade, and Hawthorne Heights. Stop.Drop.Rewind have released 4 EPs, Part of the Whole in 2012, Smoke Signals in 2014, and the critically acclaimed Polarity in 2016. They also released Stop.Drop.Rewind Save Christmas in 2016. The success of Polarity garnered acclaim from media personalities and publications, which landed them a spot on Pandora. Being a huge fan of bands like Millencolin and Motion City soundtrack, I love this and I'll be adding it to my personal playlist. Next up, we have the brand new single from Lunar Pines, My Own Ceiling.
I'm so nervous.
was Lunar Pines with My Own Ceiling. I love the diversity that this show offers. Sensational. I can see that song being used on many different soundtracks around the world, and Lunar Pines in general just making huge waves in the industry. They formed in 2016 in Leeds, and Lunar Pines draw influence from artists such as Japanese House, Wet and Waltz. That was atmospheric, beautifully enchanting, and this electropop trio, I just can't wait to see what they bring in 2018. Hopefully they'll continue writing and performing throughout. Lunar Pines are on SoundCloud, and I will be checking out more of their stuff, because that was sensational. I really, really loved that. Unfortunately, that's the only song we have for them. Be sure to check them out on Facebook, and if you're around Leeds, please look out for them, because they are incredible. In any case, we're going to move on. Next up, we have a double header. We love a double header. And in this week's double header, no, the first double header, we got another one later. We have Essex punk trio False Heads, who I am so pleased to bring you their new single, Retina. It only dropped on Friday, the 9th of February, and we're getting one of the first place, so I'm really, really pleased with that. And then we move on to North London's Maya Kally, with her single Another Time. So if we go on, we're just going to play the two songs and then we'll go into the bands a little bit. So first up, we have False Heads with Retina.
Please
could let you come and hold me, but to you I'm just too close. I liked you deeply, but you sold me, and all alone you would not go. You're using people to manipulate your mind, but I tell you, girl, you ain't fine, you ain't. But I'll fall in love with you another time, when we're both better and you ain't got the shit on your mind. But I'll fall in love with you another time, when we're both better and you ain't got the shit on your mind. But I can't make you love me, 'cause I can't make you love yourself. Your mind's not ready for me. I need some time to sort myself. Your arms would wrap around me, as though you feared I would escape. I would have stuck right by you, but all you did was push away. Why won't you just let me hold you for a while? I feel we run in circles, a noose that keeps me warm. But I'll fall in love with you another time, when we're both better and you ain't got the shit on your mind. I'll fall in love with you another time, when we're both better and you ain't got the shit on your mind. I'll fall in love with you another time, when we're both better.
That was the absolutely awe-inspiring Kally. And before that we had False Heads and their brand new single Retina. We'll come up to we'll get to know Kally a little bit more and about her single Another Time in a second. We're gonna delve into the realms of False Heads, and that, as I said, was their brand new single Retina. False Heads hail from Essex, and this is their first release of new music this year, and it was exclusively dropped on Spotify on the 9th of February, as I said. The band come fully endorsed by the one and only Iggy Pop, and they are made up of Barry Nash on drums and vocals, Luke Griffiths on guitar and vocals, and Jake Elliott on bass. False Heads have appeared on shows with such as Hugh Stevens on BBC Radio 1, BBC Radio 6 music shows like Steve Lamacq and Iggy Pop, and they were Track of the Week for Gordon Smart's Radio X show. I personally got a feel of the Arctic Monkeys and the Libertines of that, but once again, you take what you want from this show. It's all about discovering the music, new music, promoting the artists. So be sure to keep your ears peeled for this band, because there's going to be big things from False Heads in the future. We also heard from North London singer-songwriter Kally with her new single Another Time. Maya supports anti-racism, equality, female empowerment and LGBT rights. Another Time was released on 26th of January with an accompanying video, which was released on the 2nd of Feb. Maya is a passionate person that puts her all into everything, as you can hear in her music. She has a distinct style encompassing lust, heartbreak, and topics which are less spoken about in today's society. Maya has a degree in jazz and is currently studying in the Leeds College of Music. Kally notes that her biggest influences come from Nina Simone, the always sensational Otis Redding, Dark, and Fiona Apple. If you want to check her out and check out her distinctive stylings, she has upcoming shows at the Chemic Tavern in Leeds on the 22nd of March and live music at Monkey Nuts in London on the 7th of June. Also, she will be appearing at Leeds Jazz Festival on the 20th of July 2018, so make sure you check her out. Next up, we go to No Affiliation Records' Dutch punks, the Sunobavers, with their first of two songs. This is Sunspray. That was Sunobavers from Holland. No Affiliation's latest artist to appear on this show, and once again blown away. They were founded in the summer of 2017. The high-speed melodic 90s punk rock, lightning fast solos, and a modern approach of old-school, slightly distorted vocals mixed with catchy oohs and ahs. They have a few upcoming shows. If you want to see them live, you can, if you're in Holland, you can go to the Pro Pop Festival at Sevenum on the 1st of April this year, in Muckers Leeuwarden, and the 31st of March, Rodfest 4 at Hot Podum in Hoogeveen on the 3rd of March. Next up, we have Southwest band, the Wttingers. Be prepared for something special. This is Dead Man's Hat by the Wttingers. is the Wttingers with Dead Man's Hat. The Wttingers there clearly have nothing to do with the tiny wooden pin family from the children's LCD trip in the night garden. That song reminds me of a Marilyn Manson song, or the intro theme tune to the HBO series True Blood, Bad Things by Jace Everett. It's very, very eerie, and yeah, I love that. The band hail from Plymouth and Exeter and created their genre Industrial Slaughterhouse Weird West Steam Gothic Steampunk Blues in 2008, in which they fully embrace their own genre. They state, and this is their words, not mine, "We discriminate against no one in our slaughtering. You're all equal." The Wttingers reflect their eerie tones with that of an eerie appearance. If you close your eyes and imagine something from Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses, you might be close to seeing what the Wttingers look like. I implore you all to go check out their Facebook page. I'll be checking these guys out live. And speaking of checking them out live, they are playing at the Plymouth Junction on the 23rd of this month, so please get down and see them. Also, and this sounds like an incredible event, Alice's Wicked Tea Party 2018 in Knoll Farm, Wareham. That's in Dorset. That will be on the 1st of June 2018. Be sure to check them out. The Wttingers will be closing our show this week. But until then, we're going to move on to another double header with the bands No Alarms and 11T7. No Alarms are releasing their single Right Is What's Left. And we're going to also play 11T7 with Holding Out. A little bit more on the bands after. Here goes.
My attention span is paper thin. Can't stop from cyberspacing out again. Is this what I'm paying for staying relevant this season? My bank account looks more like an abyss. Friends have been asking when am I having kids. I guess stressing out is how I'm gonna spend this evening. Got my resume looking lit. College degree, but nobody gives a shit. My future was brighter before I paid for this piece of paper. I've got my dreams on pause in my head. They're slowly turning into my new regrets. Hopefully I'll get back around to them sooner or later. 'Cause I'm just a little bit sick of living for the weekend. A little spent from treading water in the deep end. I'm under pressure like boy with no way out. 'Cause I'm chained to this millennial treadmill. And if the terrorists don't get me, the stress will. Oh baby, I'm not holding on, I'm just holding out. I want something more than making ends meet, more than the same week on repeat. It's like a wave that I can't outrun. I'm holding on 'cause I can't hold on. I'm holding on 'cause I can't hold on. 'Cause I'm just a little bit sick of living for the weekend. A little spent from treading water in the deep end. I'm under pressure like boy with no way out. 'Cause I'm chained to this millennial treadmill. And if the terrorists don't get me, the stress will. Oh baby, I'm not holding on, I'm just holding out. Baby, I'm not holding on, I'm just holding out.
That was our second doubleheader of the show. We just heard from Eleventy Seven with their single Moving On. Before that was No Alarms with their single Bright Is What's Left. We're going to learn about No Alarms a little bit now. For me, I don't know about you, heavy influences from Block Party. Love that band. Love this band. Love that song. Right Is What's Left is about the band that described the song, which is about painting a false picture of ourselves through little white lies. And we all do it. And they go on to say about how relationships start with all these little white lies, and yeah, they come undone eventually. So this is the first single from their upcoming EP, which is being mastered by Sefi Kamel, who has worked with the legends that are Phil Collins and Massive Attack. So keep your eye out, or ears out, for No Alarms in the future. Absolutely love that band, incredible. So like I said, for fans of Block Party, really you should check that band out quite a lot. Next up we had Eleventy Seven with their single Moving On. This band reminded me so much of Owl City, it was ridiculous. Their electronically propelled pop rock explosion from the Carolinas, North and South. Their signature brand of neon punk has been likened to Motion City soundtrack, The Faint, and Cobra Starship. After disbanding in 2014, Eleventy Seven returned with a bang, self-producing their own label, podcast, and their new comeback album, Rad Science, which was released on the 11th of November 2017. Make sure you check it all out on SoundCloud, and I recommend their song, Holding Out. Next up, we play the second song by our Dutch punks, the Sunnybathers, with their song, The Legend of Scott Radinsky.
I mean, he's a punk rocker, but I tell you what, he knows pitching.
That was Sunnybathers with their song, The Legend of Scott Radinsky. Really enjoyed that. So for any of you punk fans out there that want to check them out more, they are on Instagram, they are on Facebook. Check out their songs on SoundCloud. Absolutely sensational show this week. Thank you very much to all the acts that have played. We're going to be moving on in a little while, but I'd just like to take this moment to wish my incredibly hard-suffering wife a happy Valentine's Day. It's coming for us all. Embrace it, people. Valentine's Day is coming this Wednesday. For all of you, those that have someone special, it's just one day. Try and make it as special as possible. For my wife, I just want to say thank you for always being there for me, for being my rock through the hard times, for making me see the light through the dark times, and blessing me with not only your love but the amazing children we share. We haven't got everything in life, but as long as we got each other, we can pretty much do anything. So thank you very much. I know that's all sloppy and slushy and whatever, but I love my wife. Well, she wouldn't be my wife else. So if you've got someone special, please just show them you appreciate them somehow. So moving on from that, by the way, I love you, babes. Love you. Moving on. Don't forget, we are promoting the incredible Rockfest. Cousin, his Love Child Rockfest has been running for 17 years now, and this is the 10th year in which he will be supporting St. Luke's Hospice. As I keep saying, it's a charity dear to my heart. Unfortunately, my nan and granddad both had to deal with St. Luke's before their untimely deaths. But the show itself looks to be amazing, and I know there was a lot of back and forth about whether they were going to have the t-shirts this year. I am pleased to say that t-shirts will be available. They'll be available at the event, and they'll be available a week before at Kitty O'Hanlon's in the city centre of Plymouth. So be sure to come down to Rockfest on the 31st of March and the 1st of April. Tickets are £10. Kids are free, but a donation is welcome, and that will be at Crash Manor. So, thank you all for joining this week. Thank you for listening, and thank you to all the acts that appeared. That included 11T7, False Heads, Luna Pines, Maya Kally, No Alarms, Sun Obeyers, and of course, the Wttingers. Absolutely sensational. Highlights for me this week had to be False Heads, and I really, really enjoyed the song by No Alarms. We're going to be closing the show in a moment with another song by the infamous The Wttingers. But before we do that, I'm going to give you a sneak peek on next week's show. We introduce to you, Stewart Reed Show fans, the German band Bong Bongs. They are amazing. I've been following them on Instagram and checking out their exploits, so they will be on the show. Then we have New York City's own Candy Ambulance. I'll be playing 2 songs by them. Absolutely incredible. We have Chester Trio, Creature of Habit. We have another band from New York, electronic indie band, Late Sea. Then we welcome back Black Sail Records with their band, Pirate Copy. Arr! We have electronic rock outfit, Reventure. And don't forget, if you are in a band or you're an artist or you're a musician, please get in touch with me. I need your music. I need your audio bios, artists. Get them sent to me. Send everything you can to the Stewart Reed Show at hotmail.com, and you will be featured on this show. This week I was absolutely inundated with people wanting to be on the show, which is fantastic. It just goes to show that this podcast is going in the right direction. So thank you all for your support. Thank you all the people that have been in touch with me, and we will be playing you all. I have to make sure that everyone gets played. My intention was to start rotating the bands at this point, or the artists. I've got so many to play. Rotation will start soon, people. I'll be reintroducing you to bands that I played before, like Hyperforum, Mutant Thoughts, Black Tree Suns, Crazy Arm, Moriarty. They will be on again, and I'll be introducing you to some more music, more new music for you. But thank you. But please continue to get in touch. Honestly, this show is going to get bigger and bigger, and we have some great things planned for the future. Once again, thank you for listening. And before I go, I just want to give a massive shout out to Still Hanging Promotions, who contacted me with Pirate Copy, who are appearing on next week's show, and the Wttingers for this week's show. They are a punk genre promotions company who are doing some fantastic work. So if you are in a punk band and you are touring, get in touch with Still Hanging Promotions on Facebook, and I'm sure they'll be able to do something. We're going to leave you now with the Wttingers and their song Dirty Kisses from the album Bad Day at Crawler's Rock. Thanks again for listening. See you next week. Bye-bye.